Welcome to Amish Shakil 5858 War and Love Reports. I am Amir Goodman. Citizens
Protests
to
in
save
Israel are increasing against the government plans and intention to take the powers of judiciary. Thousands of Israelis came out on the streets and disrupt the traffic and the functions of the government departments. They burned things in front of stock exchange in Tel Aviv. The Israeli government is under a lot of pressure, but they intend to pass this bill in the assembly next week. Mr. Netanyahu government says that these reforms will change the judiciary system in a positive manner, and it will be good for Israel's future and their people. So they appeal to the people to cancel their protest and support the government. But the right-wing Israelis are protesting, and they said they will not allow them to pass this bill in the Knesset. In the middle of this turmoil, yesterday, President of Israel had met with Mr. Biden, and he said Israel is a democracy and is very strong. But we must keep in mind that the President of Israel has no powers. He is only a figurehead. Mr. Biden assured Israeli President advancement of Ukraine counteroffensive is very slow due to the landmines and the strong Russian resistance, according to military sources. So far, Ukraine have retaken very little land from the Russians in south and east of country. Russia says its missiles and drones destroy uh, important installations daily, whereas Ukraine says it shot down all the drones and missiles with its air defense system. It's hard to confirm both claims. Yesterday, Russia attacked Odisha with many missiles, killing some people in the revenge of the Ukraine attack on a Kerch bridge which connects Russia with the Crimea Peninsula. This is a very important supplying route for Russian army. Because of this Ukraine attack on Crimea bridge, Russia has suspended the year-old grain deal, which allowed Ukraine to export grains to other part of the world. Most of this grain are exported from Odisha port. In 5 weeks of counter-offensive, Ukraine claimed that he has recaptured many villages in east and southeast. But these gains are very small compared to the territory which is held by the Russia. In a 930-mile-long front line, Ukraine has captured only 98 square miles so far. Ukraine advances are failing. This is said by Mr. Putin in an interview. Mr. Zelensky, Ukraine president, also accepts the strong opposition of and resistance of Russian forces. He also praised Ukraine soldiers' fighting skills and strategies. Mines and Russian trenches are playing a major role in slowing down the counter-offensive of Ukraine. Russia has better war equipments, and for this reason, Ukraine is also asking Western powers to provide them with the better equipment like mine cleaning equipment and cleaning the barbed wire. Ukraine is receiving now the cluster bombs, and soon it will get F-16 jet fighters that will enhance the power of Ukraine army to retake the held territories by the Russia. Ukraine is also receiving long-range missiles from Britain and France. America is not supplying this thing. For now, Ukraine soldiers are doing whatever they can do with the available equipment. Defense experts believe that the new equipment will enhance the Ukraine forces' capability to retake the captured territories. An American soldier, Travis King, has escaped to North Korea. He was serving jail term for assault charges in South Korea, and he was about to send to back United States for facing the disciplinary charges in military court. But he joined a tourist group and went to the border of North Korea with this tourist group, and then ran into the border of and crossed the border of North Korea and went into North Korea. North Korea is holding him and investigating the matter. Stocks in Wall Street advances in AI and move higher on financial industry's profits. Dow Jones Industrial gains positive points. Nasdaq also rose. S&P also increased.
First going east from Imabari Station.
In a post in a social account today, Mr. Trump has said that he received a notice Sunday night. He said he is a target in a special investigation into efforts to overthrow the election of 2020. It shows that he will be charged with federal crimes. Special counsel Jack Smith, who is investigating the actions of Trump after the result of 2023 elections, including the insurrections on Capitol Hill on 2021, January 6.
Kids love this museum.
Mr. Trump said he has given 4 days to appear before grand jury for testimony. He says he expects to be charged because such a move almost always means arrest and indictment. DOJ is investigating alleged fake electors from 7 different swing states that were supposed to replace the legitimate electorates. Also, his investigation is going on the fundraising tactics by Trump and his associates, which could mount to election fraud. Department of Justice is pursuing 2 cases rigorously. One is the insurrection of January 6th of 2021, and the other case is the classified documents possession. The people of Special Counsel Jack Smith are working on both cases, and they are accumulating all the documents which are required to present before the court. The Trump lawyers are using delaying tactics because they want this election, this trial to go on after 2024 election results. There are 4 cases are actively investigated against Mr. Trump. One is in New York regarding hush money and fraud in the fund collection. Second in Washington DC court regarding January 6th insurrection. The third one is Michigan regarding electoral fake signatures. The heat is making new records in all over the world. In the United States is breaking all previous records. The West and Midwest and South is completely under heat wave. Phoenix has a temperature of more than 110 degrees since last month. Meteorologist says that heat will stay for some time. The temperature could become normal in coming years. All is due to climate change. Homeless people are the hard hit by the heat wave. The volunteers are helping them by supplying the necessary provisions. The volunteers are providing them with sunscreen, hat, and cold water. The people who work outdoor are also very vulnerable, and they are taking necessary precautions like cold water, cover from sun, and uh, keeping the head cover. In eastern United States, the rain is playing its part to make people life miserable. In Pennsylvania, people are still searching for the two children who were missed during the in the flash flood 4 days ago. The third climate factor is the wildfires in north in Canada. These fires are making air quality in the United States miserable. People are facing too much difficulty in breathing. The people who have asthma are in real trouble. In China, people have changed their routines due to heat. Activities are postponed and the way they work have been changed. The Japan and Korea are still under thunderstorms and lightning. Bangladesh, India and Pakistan are having monsoon rains which causing floods and have killed so far more than 100 people in all these countries. Drainage of the water is a big problem. Water has damaged properties and farmland. In southern Europe, the temperatures are breaking the records. Italy, Greece, Spain are under high temperatures. The tourism industry is taking a toll. The revenues are falling down because people are cancelling their trips to these countries due to heat. Some people have died because of high temperatures. Many historical sites in Greece and Italy were closed for the precaution due to high temperatures. Wildfires are still continuing in Southern California, in Canada, and in northern Greece. Wildfires are very hard to control. Firefighters put their extreme effort to extinguish these fires using planes. Citizen to Save Our Republic is a new bipartisan organization which is opposing the effort by the group is opposing the group called No No Label, which is trying to put a third party candidate in the election. Some Republicans and Democrats are worried about this no label third party candidate because they think that this third party candidate will help Donald Trump to regain presidency in White House again. The third party candidate will attract some votes from the Biden group, which will increase the number of votes of Donald Trump if he is nominated by the Republican Party. So people from both parties who oppose to the Donald Trump's ideas and ideologies are trying hard to stop get Oval Office again. The effort of Donald Trump. The actions, attitudes, and the activities which Donald Trump showed in 2020 elections had make create anger among a lot of Republicans. The bipartisan group says that if there is a 2% presidential race in 2024, then the Mr. Biden will win by 4 points. But if there be a third candidate, then the votes from the swing states will go on the other side, and the nominee of the Republican, if it is Donald Trump, will win the elections, which most of these people do not want. If a bipartisan third candidate run for election, then Mr. Biden will lose by 5 or 6 points. The Donald Trump is like a dictator. He doesn't respect the democratic values. He believe in force to get the power. according to the bipartisan group. So this group is requesting no label to please do not put forward a third party candidate, a bipartisan candidate, because it will be a recipe of defeat for Mr. Biden in case Trump is the candidate for Republican Party. A bag of cocaine is found in west wing of the White House. This is the area which is open for the tourists. The security service is investigating how it got it there. I am thankful to all news resources for their continuous cooperation. I am also thankful to the viewers for their privilege of time. Have a good night.